Wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's dreaded D-Rose report. WWE is signed Sarah Backman. She's an arm wrestling champion from Sweden. How much you want to bet she's blonde? Anyway, she signed to a developmental deal. She's also has some gladiator experience. Not sure what that means for sure, except she might have been on the TV show Gladiator. I'm not sure. But anyway, WWE's released a Paul Bearer tribute video online. And I'm sure they're going to show it, I would think, tonight. Damien Sandow's Twitter, his handler, Ignitus, tweeted the following about the New Age Outlaws and the challenge for a match on next week's Raw. Says Mr. Sandow has given the New Age Outlaws till noon tomorrow to back out of their challenge that was made on Raw, I guess, for Raw. Sincerely, Ignitus. And haven't heard anything back. But The Miz, Antonio Cesaro, is said to be just a TV feud, I guess. Just to give him something to do between now and WrestleMania 29. I need something to do too, can't you tell? Anyway, The Miz and Ric Flair, they continue their angle together on Monday's Raw. Word is, though, that we shouldn't really read too much into that. And that's just the thing that to really think about is why Dolph Ziggler has not been on a losing streak, but has gotten limited interview time and didn't even get an entrance theme played on TV on Raw. Kind of cut him back for some reason. Couldn't be time, because Raw goes over. However far they want to go over it, probably. Hey, Swagger and Del Rio, they're going to be continuing their WrestleMania 29 in their matches now. I guess, well, they got a match at WrestleMania 29, but after that, Extreme Rules pay-per-view is supposed to be a submission match. Should be good. Sean, X-Pac Walkman, 1, 2, 3 Kid, X-Pac, Pac, whatever, I don't know. Whatever you want to call him. Anyway, he's been announced on, he announced on Thursday that he is officially now under a WWE contract again. And he wrote on Twitter, he says, "I'm proud to be able to announce I just received an executed copy of my WWE Legends contract just moments ago." He says, "I'm humbled by this honor and promise to stay clean." He didn't say that, but anyway. As a reminder, John Cena will headline the South by Southwest conference on this Saturday at a panel discussions. They're going to discuss strategies behind WWE's award-winning digital programs. Cena is going to be joined by WWE's Stephanie McMahon and EVP of Digital Media, Perkins Miller. Antonio Cesaro just passed the 200-day mark as WWE Champion, making him the 5th longest in the history of the WWE version of the title. Cesaro ranks just behind MVP with, he's got 343 days. He's got quite a ways to go, Cesaro. Don't get too excited. Plus, you know who else is ahead of you? The Miz, Shelton Benjamin, and Chris Benoit. Andre the Giant is currently a Superstar Spotlight on their website today. All right, I mentioned something about Tylene Buck or Major Guns yesterday, and a phone caller to the info line called and said there's a website where you can hire Miss Tylene Buck. I don't know what for. I didn't know you could hire women. I thought they were out of slavery and stuff, but maybe she's not. A woman appearing on WWE's TV and live events with Fandangos apparently isn't the same person each time. LacrosseTribute.com has an article up on a local dance instructor, Lisa Caston. And Caston was just informed that she will be dancing with Fandango at this weekend's SmackDown live event in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Caston was told she should be salsa dancing for about 15 to 20 seconds 2 different times, and probably get paid handsomely for it. Anyway, the following matches, they were taped for tonight's SmackDown. Slater and McIntyre is going to be taking on Kane and Bryant. Yep, they're still together. Ryback taking on Damien Sandow. Dolph Ziggler taking on Del Rio. Tatsu taking on Henry. Caitlyn taking on Samina Snuka again. Big Show taking on Sheamus. And the February 4th episode of Raw had about 350,000 homes watching on DVR or tape delay. February 11th show had 301,000 homes watching on DVR delayed format. Some delayed format, whatever you may have. February 27th episode of Main Event did a 0.9 rating with about 1.5 million viewers. And here's some WWE attendance figures, and then I'll get back to some more news. Calm down. Raw on March 1st, Toronto drew a legitimate sellout of 9,500 fans for about $450,000. WWE announced 10,279 to the live crowd. Maybe that's including their troops. Raw in Kingston, Ontario, March 2nd drew about 3,500 fans. SmackDown in Kalamazoo, Michigan, drew about 5,000 fans. Must have had that's odd. Let me see here. I want to see if you catch this now. 9,500 fans drew $450,000. Michigan drew 5,000 fans, a little bit over that, but they only did 165,000. That math don't come out right. Anyway, Raw, March 3rd, Syracuse, New York, drew 6,100 fans. $215,000. I don't know. Anyway, SmackDown, March 3rd, Cleveland, Ohio, 6,500 fans for $220,000 gate. Sound like to me there was a lot of free tickets given out, or somebody ran off with some money. Anyway, several sources are now reporting that former TNA knockout Rosita Thea Trinidad got a backstage tryout with WWE this week. No word yet on how things went. So most likely she won't be Rosita anymore. She might add, probably won't even be Thea. They'll make up some other goofy name. Hey, yesterday we revealed there was 4 major feuds and 3 matches that's going to be revealed on, featured on 25 Top Rivalries in Wrestling History, DVD and Blu-ray. Hit stores on March 28th. All right, here's a courtesy of WWE DVD News. Here's the ones that's confirmed anyway. We got Orton taking on Triple H, Bruiser Brody taking on Abdullah the Butcher, and Kurt Angle taking on Brock Lesnar, Kane taking on The Undertaker, which sounds good to me. Here's some of the matches now that's of those that I just mentioned. The matches of Bruiser Brody taking on Abdullah the Butcher from World Class Championship Wrestling, July 1987. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar's SummerSlam of 2003. Triple H, Shane McMahon, and Batista taking on Orton, Ted DiBiase, and Cody Rhodes from Backlash 2009. Stephanie McMahon tweeted the following line from Vince. Apparently he can't get his fat little fingers on there. Says, you can't be traditional in a non-traditional world. Vince McMahon is, he says in a meeting yesterday, it's called Embracing Digital Culture in Business. That's what Stephanie said about her daddy. All right, WWE Champion The Rock has now agreed to work a number of post-WrestleMania dates for WWE, including May 19th Extreme Rules pay-per-view in St. Louis. After recent troubles with his knee, I hate hearing this kind of stuff like this. I've been covering it, for quite a while now. Rey Mysterio's future is in question. When he mentioned to one of the company's officials that he tore his good knee up about a week ago, it was brought up that he should consider retiring. While Rey avoided surgery this time, he is one major injury away from having to need a complete knee replacement. Rey currently has about 1 year left on his contract, so I don't know if that's going to be getting renewed or not. So, boy, it is hard being a wrestler. Wear and tear is bad news on it. All right, Rod Raps has uploaded some photos of the production of WrestleMania 29 set on their Instagram account. If you got it. Former Warner Brothers executive Eric Pentowski is no longer the head of WWE Creative and Development, according to former WWE writer Court Bauer on his Twitter page. Pentowski was hired in January 2012. Didn't take long to head up the WWE television creative development, including reality and kids programming. His duties include managing and creating managing a creative team. There you go. As well as overseeing the sales of programming to the network studios and distributors. New Age Outlaws, by the way, has accepted Sandow and Cody Rhodes, just as I've been talking to you. Their match for Monday's episode on Raw. They had until noon today to get out of the match. I guess not. It would appear that wrestler known as El Generico, which I've been talking to you about for quite a while, will be going forward without his popular character in WWE. Complete sans mask at tonight's NXT event. His debut in the match for the organization last week, he sported the mask and attire, but I think he's going to be getting rid of it. The renowned grappler competed under his real name, Rami Savaya. Rami, anyway. So he's going to be a whole new character. WWE, the debut, well, not WWE, but Chris Jericho's Robot Combat League. I don't know if you've ever seen that or not. I've just seen the previews, and that's about it. And advertisements for it. Anyway, it's on Sci-Fi. Drew about 1.3 million viewers. The March 5th episode drew about 825,000 viewers. So the debut did better than the March 5th one. Former WWE referee Jimmy Corderas will hold a launch party for his new book, The 3 Count: My Life in Stripes as a WWE Referee, on March 28th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Shoeless Joe's in Toronto. The book's going to be available for purchase that night, a few days before its official release date, which is April Fool's Day. I just wonder how open he gets in that. Probably not much. Hey, Lance Storm, who's been at the developmental for WWE, working with the talent all week, and Sean Waltman's been down there, who just signed a Legends deal, were both present for last night's NXT live event. All right, let's change the channel. The final card for TNA's Sunday's Lockdown pay-per-view. Steel cage match for the world title. Bubba Ray, Jeff Hardy. Lethal Lockdown is going to be Sting, Storm, Magnus, Young, Joe versus Devon, Doc Anderson, Mike Knox, and Garrett Bischoff. TNA Tag Team title match is going to be Hernandez and Chavo taking on Daniels and Kazarian, and Rude and Aries, which is a 6-man tag. TNA Knockout is going to be Gail Kim taking on Velvet Sky. TNA X Division title is Christian York, Zema Ian, Kenny King taking on each other. There's also another steel cage match, Wes Briscoe taking on Kurt Angle, Robbie E versus Rob Terry, and Joey Ryan versus Joseph Parks. They might be all steel cage matches. Not sure. But I'll know more after Sunday night. Then I'll let you know. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.